Hi from Ohio. Sia, hello. How are you? Michelle, good morning. Vita, Gloria, Grand Rising. Hi, Priscilla. Yes, yesterday was kind of weird. It was a little strange not having you guys here. Hi, lady. How are you? Yeah, it was weird. I did not enjoy it. Yesterday was a very stressful day for me. So I'm very happy to be back with you all, focusing on gratitude because the practice definitely carried me yesterday, but yesterday kicked my butt. So I am looking forward to spending some quality time with some quality people, and enjoying talking about things that I'm very passionate about. So I'm happy to be back here with you all. And as a friendly reminder, a gentle reminder, if you haven't filled out the survey yet, please go ahead and fill out the survey. It's literally the only link in my teacher bio. It helps me so much because I'm going to be reviewing them and seeing what makes sense, right, for us to do next. So if you could go ahead and check that out, I would deeply appreciate it. Okay. Ella, hello, hello. Hi, Kim. Hi, Brandy. Brandy, is this your first time with us? This is my first time seeing your name. Vita. Hi, Lotus. Still in bed. Strange. Yeah, my sleep yesterday was weird too, Vita. Thank you, Ella. I appreciate you so much. Um, yeah, my sleep was a little weird. I woke up in like a very weird mood. I felt like a little bitter, like a little But then I realized that I get to teach you guys today and we get to hold space. So I was like, oh, I'm back. I'm feeling better. It was nice. It was nice. It definitely brought some joy to my experience because I don't think I got a good night's sleep. But that's okay. Because, there are other nights for me to get good sleep. I'll be fine. Um, okay, let me pull up today's notes. So today says the 24th, but it is really the 23rd. I have to update all the other events. Um, and then I'll send out an update email because I think the last day is going to end up being on Tuesday because Juneteenth is on Monday. So I will be in observation of it for my ancestors. So I really want to honor that. But it looks like Tuesday will be day 28 if I'm not mistaken. But I will send out an email like with clear things, with clear dates and times. And then also to I'll update them on Insight Timer as well, so they're in conjunction, okay? Hi, Cheyenne. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Keela, hi. Super tired from last night, still in bed. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am sleepy. I'm awake, but I didn't get great sleep. And, you know, I need sleep. I am not one of those people that can like be team no sleep. I need sleep. Like me without sleep, I'm very um just like not all here is the best way I can explain it. So I look forward to maybe getting a nap in after the second session. There is a second session today, by the way, for anyone that was wondering. Now that the cameras are doing what they need to do, the second session will be happening. Here we go. Just making sure I can see you guys and the notes. Perfect. Okay. Cheyenne, thank you so much. That means so much because I honestly just feel like I look exhausted. But it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's just me. It's just me being me. I have a flair for like a drama every now and then. And since I don't live like a very dramatic life, the drama comes in like things of me not sleeping, which feels very dramatic, honestly. If I'm being, it's crazy to not get proper sleep. Um, I don't I don't really know how people function and do it. I don't know how I did it for so long, not getting proper sleep. I don't know. It just brings out a different side of people. Okay. Hello, 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 Keela, by the way, email you, but it bounced back. Oh, that shouldn't have happened at all. My email is literally my name at gmail.com. Is that what you put in? I'm just gonna write it here, not the full email because I don't need it to get tagged. But if you put that at Gmail, it shouldn't have bounced back. Same here. And you guys did Lotus La Loba at Gmail? And it didn't go through? Hi, Michelle. Good morning. Rahana, how are you? I've missed you. Yeah, please keep me posted. Goddess Mo, and Keela, like, let me know because That's concerning. I'm not really sure why. Because I got emails. I got emails from Lisa. I've been getting emails. No, it's the other one that's on the website. On my main website, but that website shouldn't be accessible. Um, Keela and Goddess Mo, use the email that I just put in there, like my name at Gmail, and use that one to email me. And if you can do it now, so we can see if it bounces. But the one on my website shouldn't. My website shouldn't still be up. It should have been down. I need to check that out and see. The website. Me and websites, me and technology in general. That's just a whole other story that we'll save for a different day. I'm working through it. But yes, same here, sleepy. Got you. Okay. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, thank you, Keela. Yeah. So we're all having a moment, whether you're feeling a little tired or maybe you woke up and you did feel really great. But I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. I'm definitely drinking some morning tea. This is the red raspberry leaf with rose and red clover and vanilla. This is a little caffeinated with almond milk, and I need it because I still feel very sleepy. Like very, very, very sleepy, and it's gonna be really hot today, so I gotta keep the energy up. I gotta keep the energy up and going. Okay. Today is the magical air you breathe. It's day 23. I know it says day 24 in the live. Do not worry. I will update them after we get off of this live today. Yeah, no, it is. It's so good. And I iced it because it's getting hot. And I'm like, I can't have hot tea when it's hot. Or at least if I do, it's like the windows are open. But for sound purposes, I really want to make sure that there's no issues in the feedback when I'm recording the video or the audio for Insight Timer. So I have my windows closed. So I was like, I'm going to ice it. But it's really good. If you guys want to try it out, it's so, so good. I will definitely like share the information in the group, and let me put that here. So I have an Insight Timer group. If anybody wants to join in, you can. Again, if you haven't already, thank you, Ella, for filling out this survey. I feel like Vita also said that you filled out the survey too, right? If you haven't and you have the chance, even if it's your first time here, please do me a huge favor and go to the About in my teacher profile, scroll all the way down and click the link, and it is a survey. It lets me know what to do next. What's better for the community at large. So if you could take like a few minutes out to give me your honest feedback, I would deeply appreciate it. I'm very big on making sure that the collective is seen in the work that I do. And this is the best way for me to do that efficiently. So if you could take some time out, if you come here for the first time, you're like, oh, this is actually a lot of fun. I like spending time with you. I would love that. I would love for you to spend more time with us. Just go ahead and fill out that survey so I can make a sound next step. Thank you. Yes, I did get to do my nails, which I was so happy about because it needed to happen.
This is a reminder to ask for love donations from meditators.
Alexa, stop. Okay, that's a reminder. If you are able to donate, I love that. But I would honestly really, 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 really even appreciate more filling out the survey. Like, please, please, and thank you. Okay. Courtney, hello. Yes, tea club. I'm drinking iced chai. Oh, that sounds so good. This morning, added strawberries and cinnamon. Kim. I have to try that out. Wow. We can talk about tea all the time, by the way. I'm big on tea, so please. Gloria, yes, I did. Thank you. Okay, thank you, thank you. Grand Rising, Amazon. Monica, good morning. Courtney, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Many blessings on your next solar return. I hope that this year is sweeter for you, that you feel more centered, more grounded, that you are able to really prioritize your self-care and well-being, and that you feel good about yourself most of all, and that you feel safe within your body and within your environments. That is my birthday wish to you, my birthday prayer to you. I hope you have a beautiful birthday. I love celebrating birthdays. Like, I love a birthday. I love a birthday. I think there's something incredible about honoring the day that like you came to Earth. You know, like this is the day that I showed up here. And like, I don't know, something about that is so exciting to me. I know some people are like, oh, I don't celebrate my birthday, it's not a big deal. But I feel like you arriving to Earth is a big deal. And I love to celebrate birthdays. So happy birthday, Courtney. And to anyone else that's celebrating a Gemini season birthday, like happy birthday to you. One of my best friends, her birthday is today too. So I'm gonna be giving her a call after we do this session today. So I'm very excited. Yes, happy birthday, Courtney. Poonam, hello. Birthdays are a big deal. They're such a big deal. I think it is so incredible. Each year we like spend more time here. You know what I mean? I don't know. It gets me every time. I'm big on birthdays. Big, big, big on birthdays. Oh, and I feel like this kind of goes into today's topic. So today's day 23, the magical air you breathe. And this topic is definitely one that I need to revisit personally, because when we talk about like manifesting and we're like, okay, we're going to manifest all these beautiful things, these big, beautiful ideas. I want to travel here and I want to be in love and I want to do all these things. And it kind of pushes the mundane out of the way, right? The everyday, what people consider like boredom or boring. But there's blessings in the mundane as well. There's blessings in the boredom. One, being able to feel bored is a blessing because a lot of people are very overstimulated nowadays. And to be able to feel safe enough to not have to have your mind on overdrive to where you can have what is considered a dull moment is an actual blessing. It's so funny because when my niece is like, "Oh, I'm bored," I'm like, "That's a good thing. Like, enjoy the boredom." And she's always like, "No, I should be doing something." And I'm like, "No, boredom is good." As a teacher, that was something I used to like really get into it with my parents of like, your kid does not need to be stimulated 24/7. Please. They're 6. If they're bored, they're bored. They don't need to be doing something at every hour of every day. Boredom also is where creativity can be strengthened as well, because it can spark them to want to go and do something different and create something new, as opposed to being structured and stimulated all the time. So the mundane is really important. I began to witness the mundane as like the in between. So it's almost like you have the valley where you're ebbing, right? Where it's like really hard. You might feel depressed or anxious or having these very heavy emotions stuck in the body, stuck in the mind. And then as you're ascending back to the mountaintop, right? When we're going back into flow, this curve here is the mundane. It's the everyday. It's the gaining of momentum, right? It's the my regular morning routine, right? Or I'm going out with my friends, but we do this every single Tuesday. Like these are simple things like breathing, things like being able to go to sleep whether we have a good night or not, but still being able to get some type of rest. These things can be considered boring. These things can be overlooked as blessings, but in fact they all are blessings, right? Being able to do things for yourself, no matter how big or small, are ultimately blessings and things for us to show gratitude for, right? And in today's activity, that is what she talks about. She talks about just even being grateful for the air that you breathe, right? And how important that is. Being grateful for the stars in the sky, the earth that we're on. We take it for granted so often, the mundane, the things that are always consistent, things that are always here. And we see what happens, right? When we take things for granted, right? A lot of us have witnessed. I know growing up was way different than it is now for me, especially in experiencing the weather. Like in New York City, we had 4 seasons, and they were very definitive 4 seasons. You knew when it was fall, you knew when it was winter. Now the seasons are almost all blended together, and it's only been about 30 years. And it's because a lot of us have been taking, the earth for granted. Um, adding to the carbon footprint, polluting, things like that. And it's unfortunate because when we take things for granted, not only does it affect us and the experience that we're having, but it also affects future generations, from them being able to experience the bliss and the joy that we were able to experience in our youth. So it's really important that as we are expressing gratitude, we do it for the simple, we do it for the in between, we do it for the mundane things in life. Okay? Let's see. Michelle, birthday parties, 9 months in the making. Yes, I agree. There's to be celebrated. And I know in certain cultures, the day you're born, you're 1 years old. I know here in the U.S., you're not one as you've been on Earth side for an entire year, but each culture is different. Feliz cumpleaños. Yes. I don't remember if I knew that you were a teacher. I'm a teacher. Yes, I was in education for a long time. I started teaching when I was 17, actually. And I did social emotional wellness. I did training at Bank Street. I taught at charter schools the majority of my career in Harlem. And I went from Harlem Children's Zone. I taught from literally toddler pre-K all the way up to their college immersion program. So I've worked with all ages, but my favorite is like pre-K, kindergarten, first, maybe even second. And then I'm just like, other teachers can shine in their areas there. But yeah, I love teaching. I do. I guess teach now at different schools in Philadelphia. But my favorite way to teach is to hold space like this and just to share information. Yes, what happened? My internet glitched. Did George? Are you back, Courtney? Rihanna, as an empath and introvert, the highs and lows are overwhelming. The mundane is where I find most comfort, ease, and contentment. Rihanna, I really appreciate that you even you shared that information because it's so true, right? As we're learning to level ourselves out, because in the beginning, especially if like you're an empath or you're an introvert, your highs are going to seem really really high and your lows are going to seem really really low. Let me know if the signal is good. Okay, here we go. Yeah, because I see that my signal is changing and I'm not sure why. Okay. But as Rana was saying, it's so important because we're gonna be at these two peaks. It's the in between that helps us. I cannot remember the book that I was reading. It might have been No Mud, No Lotus, but they talk about living on the middle path and how important that is. I feel like Untethered Soul also touches on the middle path living, where it's just like you're not experiencing too much of highs and not too deep of lows. You're really finding a balance in there. So instead of the ebbing being like this, right, which can feel overwhelming, you're ebbing more like this, right? So it's like a consistent flow. And that's ultimately what a lot of us are doing this spiritual and wellness journey for, is to be able to ease the ebb and the flowing, right? So energetically speaking, like someone with the bipolar disorder like myself, it feels like mania is up here for us, right? And then when we are in a depressive state, we're like down low. And having to experience that is overwhelming to the body's energetic system. So one of the main goals is to get the body to get used to ebbing and flowing at a more consistent rate, because it's jarring to be in a state of mania for however long it is, because each, bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 are different amounts of time in which you can be in a state of mania. um I believe, if I'm not mistaken, back to bipolar 2, you're in state of mania for a longer period of time. So I could be in a state of mania for years and not even realize it until I'm no longer in that state. That can be very overwhelming to the body, to be at that high energy all the time for days, for months, for weeks. That's a lot. And then to drop, because you have to calibrate. You can't just stay up here forever, right? You do need to level yourself out. And that has been a very eye-opening experience for me, learning to get to a space where I can ebb and flow a little easier. Sometimes I do dip a little lower than I would like to, but I'm a lot better at managing the experience, and it's because of the mundane. It's because I find deep satisfaction in the things that people consider boring. I love sitting in my living room with a cup of tea, nothing is on, the windows are open, and I'm just there. I don't need to be doing anything. That is like one of my favorite experiences. And it's something that a lot of people might think is boring, right? Like, oh, you're just sitting in your living room, like doing nothing. You're not reading a book, you're not watching TV and listening to music. Like, no, I'm just doing absolutely nothing but sipping tea, letting my thoughts go by. Sitting in the silence is literally so therapeutic for me. Uh, the mundane is beautiful. There's beautifulness, there's beauty in the mundane. And the goal of today's exercise, meditation, and EFT is for us to honor the simplicity in life, for us to honor being grateful for things like the ability to breathe, the ability to walk, the ability to use our body parts, the fact that our organs are working to the best of their abilities. These are all things that for a lot of us, we take for granted until we are experience something serious in our health or our well-being, and then all of a sudden we remember, right? You don't remember how valuable breathing is until your nose is stuffy, right? And then you're just kind of like, oh my God, what I would do to just breathe again. But you breathe all the time and you don't have that same satisfaction or gratitude for it. And this practice to help us remind ourselves that in when you're waiting for that big manifestation to appear, to align to you, what you're supposed to be focusing on during that time frame in the in between is enjoying the beauty in the mundane. That is what we're supposed to be doing in the in between, not suffocating the outcome of like, oh, it's not here yet. Why is it not here yet? Oh my God, I wish it was here. I could just see it. No, once you've set it up where you've envisioned it, you've put your energy, you're feeling into it, you've given it to your source, universe, whatever you call on to, that's no longer your business anymore. You've already done your part. To continue thinking about it does not help you. It literally suffocates the manifestation from coming to life. It's what you focus on in the in between, which is the mundane, which is the routine, which is the if I want to receive this thing, I probably need, right? If you want a really strong and healthy body, right, and you're waiting for that experience to come to you, the in between might be like cleaning out your refrigerator, because there's probably stuff in there that's not going to help, right? Or maybe it's getting, your workout clothes to the front of the closet. These are very boring things, but they do help us to set up for our manifestation for what is that we're calling in. And it also gives us an opportunity to practice gratitude on every level, not just for the big life-changing things, right? Even though all things change life, but for those things that we consider to be big and pivotal, it's not just that. It's also the things that are small and intimate. Okay? Let me know how that feels for you all. Rahana, thank you for putting that information in the chat because that's really important. Agree about the seasons. We hardly have any winter here in Austin, Texas. We did take this for granted. The heat is unbearable at times. Yeah, Monica, like it's the summer in New York City has always been amazing. I'm still a very proud New Yorker. But it is so incredibly hot. Like stifling hot, like a heat that we're not supposed to be experiencing, at least in this part of the world. So yes, I agree. Michelle, last night I experienced some anger after a heated conversation with my 20-year-old. That's understandable. Well, in the middle, I found a baby bunny swimming in our saltwater pool. Like, but that is so adorable. Oh my goodness. Wow. In the middle, I found a baby bunny. Yes, yes, yes. Immediately, I ran into the yard, scooped it out, got a towel, dried it off. We kept it overnight and let it go this morning, and it hopped away. It made me realize I needed to pay attention more to what is right in front of me instead of being all up in my head. Grateful for that little bunny and the lessons it brought me. Oh my gosh, Michelle. So what I would love for you to do, if this feels good for you, of course, if you go on Google and like just type in like bunny spirit animal meaning, there's a like it also provides like a little extra something something for you to like look into. But I love that. I love that nature came in and just recentered the situation of like, oh, we're putting our energy towards something that doesn't need to be put towards. We don't need to be arguing right now. I'm gonna throw a little baby bunny in there, lighten up the mood, and keep you on track. These are what I was talking about this in my prayer circle, how I was witnessing that a lot of the inconveniences that I've been experiencing end up being blessings. And how honestly it was very frustrating for me. Like it's still very frustrating for me to witness that. But sometimes the things that are veering us off track, right? So in your case, it was like this little bunny that like veered you off the track you were going on, where you were feeling angry, where you were kind of in this space. And it allowed you to focus on feeding the right wolf, right? What we talked about in the session before this. Like you were able to change and redirect your energy towards what is true and divine and honest for you, which is that you are a nurturer, right? You want to take care. You see the softness in life and you give it a safe space. You are able to redirect your energy simply by honoring that act. And these are things that are important when we're talking about the beauty in the mundane, the beauty in the simplicity of life, because we don't realize how impactful something as simple as that was. It literally paused you from going down a path that you genuinely did not want to go on, but maybe out of habit you were already engaging with. And the work that you've been doing out in the sessions here and outside of these sessions are helping you to stay in alignment. So I love that. I think that that is absolutely incredible. And thank you for sharing that story. Hi, Aim. Thank you. Priscilla, I love that. I was an SEL coach at my school, and I'm an ESE support teacher now. I love this, Priscilla. Your natural teacher shows. Thank you, Cheyenne. If you read my birth chart and my human design, I have tried to escape teaching. I'm not going to act like I haven't. I've definitely tried to go down different paths, but I always end up here. I've just learned to surrender and accept the fact that it is just a part of who I am. When I'm not holding space, it does feel if I do it for too long, it does feel weird. It feels a little like, okay, like, what's going on? Pre-K rocks. It does. They're like the best. They're so tiny. They're so tiny and they're so incredibly funny. Oh my goodness. Elementary teacher for 30 years. Oh my goodness. Pre-K was my favorite. Yes, Monica. Oh my goodness. I've been teaching for like maybe 15 years. Wow, that's so wild to say out loud. Like, yeah, that's so cool. Congratulations on 30 years. This is amazing. Animals are such good teachers, Michelle. They are. They are. Do you have any tips for oral presentation in front of a class for shy people? I would say to ground your energy. I think a lot of people don't ground their energy and they're so focused on impressing others or getting the information across in a way that they feel is best for people to consume. And that is why they get overwhelmed. And that is why they end up turning down. They haven't taken time to actually strengthen their aura, sit with their heart, make sure that their chakras are clear and aligned. Because if you do those simple things, it's actually very easy for you to go up and talk to people in front of a group. I've spoken in front of hundreds, I've spoken in front of thousands. Um, and it is because of the work that I do in the back that makes it easier. Because it's less about me thinking, oh my God, they're gonna think that I'm dumb or am I saying this right? I know that if I'm presented the opportunity to do something, it's because I have the skill set and the capability, right? This is also kind of why I don't necessarily suffer from imposter syndrome because I wouldn't be presented with the opportunity. It says that my signal is poor. Please let me know if you guys can still hear me. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I would focus on my internal work first. I have found that it's always been amazing for me. So of course you're gonna get nerves because you're human, right? You're gonna get nerves. It's mainly excitement, right? But I remember that I was given a skill set and talent to share information, and that if I wasn't capable, they would not have offered me the experience. The universe wouldn't have presented it to me if I could not actually show up and deliver. Having that insight and then taking care of myself beforehand really helps. So I always do things that are going to ground me. And it could be as simple as wearing like tourmaline crystals in each pocket to ground you. It could be a meditation or a breath work to ground you. There's so many different ways that you can figure out what centers you. But that would be my advice for someone that is shy, that needs to give oral presentation. That and practice, practicing in the mirror. I talk to myself a lot. So I do think that that helps too, being able to hear your voice, hear your tonality. And you can always just study. You can study voice tonality, how to get a message across. These are all important things too, because how your voice inflects helps to drive certain messages home to people. It also helps to resonate to other people's energy fields because our voice is a frequency. So there's a lot there, but I would just start off with grounding and centering yourself first, and then you can always build on that. Let me know if that helps. Third and fifth grade were my favorite to teach. They asked me too many questions, Goddess Mo. They asked me way too many questions about my personal life, and I'm just like, see, the smaller kids don't ask me questions about my personal life. They're very much like, did you realize that Scooby Doo is indeed a dog? And I'm like, let's talk about it. Let's really get into this because tell me more. Right? I love stuff like that. It's them asking, like, oh, like, is this your job? Do you live here? Do you have a boyfriend? Are you dating? It's like, see, I didn't come here for this. I came here to enjoy life with you. It just feels very just it's overwhelming. Like once they get a little older and they start to like really bring in real life information, it's less whimsical, less fantasy. I'm just like, oh, okay, like, and this is why we need people like you, Goddess Mo, because you see them and you honor them, and I appreciate you for that because I struggle that grade. I'm just like, please, just let's focus on the work, not on me. I'm not as intriguing as you think. Patricia Balance, yes, I love that. Monica, pre-K, kindergarten. Michelle, animal softness, especially baby ones. I'm glad you had that experience. Me too. I'm so happy Michelle shared that story. It's so good. Yes, we're human beings, not human doings. I know that's right, Poonam. Yes. Okay. I have a need to feel productive, but productive sometimes is sitting at the computer and getting my bills paid. Yes. And also remembering too that like your value is not based off of what you produce every day. I know that we're kind of taught that, but that's not your value. You don't have to be of value. You don't have to be productive to be of value. You can just exist. And that is you being of value. I know that sometimes that comes up for people when they're really struggling with feeling productive. Um, but you're valuable as is. And like you said, the mundane of sitting down and getting these bills paid because they got to get paid because otherwise things start to happen when bills are not paid. I get that. Luis, I'm literally cleaning up my refrigerator as we speak. Can you see me? I'm glad you're enjoying the mundane. I'm glad you're enjoying the mundane. Anything is possible. Yes, after yesterday's session, got a phone date, unexpected. I love this for you. Was nice conversation, not touch of the outcome, being in the moment. Vita, I love this. Love this. An Uber driver once mentioned to me how shocked he was when he saw how expensive oxygen was. When he saw the charges on his uncle's hospital bill. Something we tend to take for granted. Rowdy, yes, 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 yes. These are things that we are like, oh, but it's everywhere. Water, right? Having running water is such a big deal. And we genuinely take it for granted. I had to get a new water heater in the house a few weeks ago, and I think for like half of a day, we didn't have water. So that means like we couldn't flush our toilets, right? We couldn't brush our teeth. We had no water from the tap, couldn't wash any dishes. And just those four things alone, not being able to do those things was jarring, right? First world problems, but it was just like, wow, running water is a big deal. Like, I, these are things that we take for granted. And now every time I get to turn my faucet on and I hear the water running, I'm just like, oof, thank you for running water. Wow. This is actually miraculous. Even down to like the science of how they're able to get water running to all these homes in a city, and that it's clean water. Like it is still very mind blowing, the things that we take for granted that are actually very incredibly miraculous, right? Were you always a confident speaker? Lotus was something you had to learn. I have always been a confident speaker, but I also feel like it's because I didn't internalize a lot of people's judgments on how it is that I should speak and how it is I should present myself. I just present myself as I am. And it drives a lot of people kind of crazy, especially when I was younger. My teachers would be stressed out with me of like, girl, just please. There's a way that we do these things. And I'm like, I hear you, but I'm definitely not gonna do that. And it stressed them out. But ultimately I got the point across. People really enjoyed when I did speak. Um, but I always follow my heart, and I actually really appreciate being able to have that ability to go against the grain when needed. I did my commencement speech. I was student government president at my college, and that was probably my biggest audience. It was like a few thousand people, which was, now I think about it, very interesting. Yeah, and yeah, it was so interesting. Now I'm thinking about like, wow, that was actually a lot of people. But I had sat with like speech writers and things like that, and they wanted me to say a speech. And when I was reading over it, I'm like, this does not sound like me. This is not something I would ever say to people. This feels very like degrading. But of course, you're going against like your school's administration, and there's like, this is what we want you to say, or there'll be consequences for you not saying these things. And I just took the consequences, and they were definitely consequences. They were not lying about that, but it was very important for me to feel satisfied with myself at the end of the day, and I think that's what helps me to be confident in expressing things. One, I don't speak without conviction. I don't talk about things that I don't have a firsthand experience on, or that are not divinely led for me to speak on. And I feel like because those are the only two things that I would speak about, things that I've personally experienced, or things that God has led me to talk about, is also why I have a lot of confidence. Because even if someone's like, oh, well, I don't agree with you, that's completely understandable because that's my personal experience. You don't have to agree, right? Or if I'm saying something that's divinely led, it's very rare that when I speak about something that is divine, that it falls on deaf ears. Usually it's for that person, so I don't really have to worry about if they're going to understand it or not. It usually gets through to the point. Sometimes later on in life, they might contact me back and be like, hey, that thing you said to me was really profound. But most often, it does not fall on deaf ears. So that does help me to feel more confident. And a lot of energy work. I do a lot of energy work, like a lot of energy work. That helps too. Yes, fridge cleaning. Yes, I need to clean out my refrigerator, Luis. Thank you for reminding me. And I was an eighth grade Spanish teacher and high school AP. Now I'm a wellness coach for educators and school leaders. Keela, I love that. Oh my God. That's so cool. 27 years in I feel, how is it that we're all in education? Like, what is this? We're all in education. I love this. The little people were too touchy for me. I get that. They want to hold your hand, especially after they sneeze in it. There's a downside for smaller people for sure. It is definitely the gross part where they don't really understand germs. That part really is a lot. Um, but still, it's not more than them asking me intimate questions. I'm just willing to deal with the fact that I will just wash my hands after holding your hand, and I will have to just be okay. Yeah, I get the touchy thing for sure. Yes, we have a lot. Right, Rahana, we have a lot of educators. Lady, I have amethyst crystals all in my space. My most dominant grounding crystal. I carry smaller ones with me, and cinnamon stays in my bag. Cinnamon stays in my drinks. It stays in my wallet. Cinnamon is an amazing, amazing resource for calling in good energy swiftly. Hi, Mary. Good morning. Hello. Yes, when I was in Turkey, um, the water was shut off at 7 a.m. and not turn on until 10 hours later. That was a normal thing. I came home and truly appreciated I could have in a different way. Monica, that's wild. Every day. See, like these are things where I'm just like, because the world works in such unique ways. My student brain is turning on where I'm like, this is fascinating. I need to look up running water in different countries. Oh my goodness, many places on our planet are actually running out of, yeah, they're running out of water. Yes, there's so many places, and this is why it's so important for us. We have a running joke in South Africa that stable electricity makes you soft. I love that. As we deal with daily scheduled power outages to avoid a complete breakdown of the grid. Wow, see, even in that. And I found myself complaining over like my Wi-Fi of like, why is it that it's so incredibly difficult for my Wi-Fi to stay stable? We live and we learn. Clean water is a blessing. Yes. Yes, it is. I wasn't in education, but was a nanny for 10 years. I did nannying too. Luis, yes. Yes, what a learning curve. Yes, I loved it too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think the last family that I worked with, I ended up turning it into being like a wellness specialist and helping introverted kids get more comfortable in their environments and like making friends, things like that. Because that can be very hard for children because it's hard for adults. And I absolutely loved it. That's so wild. Side note, you mentioned upper limit to me on Tuesday. I started reading The Big Leap. That was exactly it. Thanks for noticing that. Oh my goodness! Yay! I'm so happy. I figured it was upper limit. I'm like, it sounds like an upper limit. So I'm so happy. That book is really, really good. You're gonna enjoy it. Louise, in Pakistan, they turn off the electricity in each area for a couple of hours each night. Everyone sits outside. It's so hot. Wow. Like, this is so wild. Did you say you carry cinnamon with you in your purse? Yes, I do. Cinnamon is, yes, lady. It's great for money rituals and protection. It definitely is. You can do a cinnamon stick. I actually have a spray that I don't know where it is now, but I make like charmed waters or like a mystic mist, and there are different herbs in there charged with like moon water, and it's for different protections, right? So like one is for like love and confidence, the other one is for protection and purity, and the other one's for like money and abundance. And the money and abundance one has cinnamon in it, and you spray it. You can spray it on yourself. You can also put it in your drinks. These are all great ways to like call it in. The energy and the history attached to cinnamon as a prosperity spice is like really long and deep. Like they've been doing this for centuries using cinnamon. Um, really, really cool. That patchouli, um, bay leaves are also really great for prosperity as well. There's different things. We could talk about herbology too and herbalism if you guys want to. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it is great for anti-inflammatory. Monica, we're a young democracy, not even 40 years. We do have a lot of problems with the beauty and warmth of this continent makes up for the bad. I love this. I love this. And for whatever reason, in the United States, we've been around for a very long time and have just honestly caused lots and lots of chaos. So like literally the number of years does not matter. It's really the intention of the people that matter. It's the intention of the collective. Because you can be around for hundreds of years and not be contributing to the world in the way in which you should be. Um, that's my personal take on being a citizen of this country. Okay, May Cause Miracles turned into a good book thus far. I love this, yes. And definitely check out Spirit Junkie too, Courtney, because I feel like you would love that. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, no problem, Priscilla. The world usually wastes so much water and it breaks my heart. So much water. So much food too, especially here. There's so many places that waste so much food. And literally because of legal reasons, that it's why they waste food. And I'm just like, people are literally starving. That's another story. That will take me out of my alignment easily. I have healing stone, I care for anxiety protection. Yes, I love this. You could also do amulets as well. There's so many different ways to do this. Yay! Do folks realize that parts of the skin? Yes, yeah, yeah. No, Amazon, 100%. There's like by no means is any country perfect. Um, I think it's beautiful too for us to be able to witness the fact that we all have like learning curves in our societies that we um, are gonna have to explore and navigate, right? Tahano, yes, your country is so beautiful. Oh, Rahana, yes, my friend visited a couple months ago. Yay! Yes, T, being grateful for daily basics as part of my gratitude work. Even US, many do not have them. I did teach and love the kids, but it was bad for my immune system. I get that too. As someone with, diagnosed with two autoimmune disorders, I was sick very often my first 3 years. I was hospitalized like every other day. Faith, hi. How are you? We take so many things for granted in the US. I'm from Jamaica. And I can relate to the electricity being off regular. It was very humbling. As per water, we collect rainwater in huge tanks, and that's what we use. Yes. I didn't live outside of the country for long. I only lived for a month and some change in Costa Rica. But it was quite often where there was power grids just being shut off and just was what it was. And I was actually pretty okay with it. Once I understood what was happening, I'm like, oh yeah, like cool. As long as like there's nothing quote unquote wrong. Because when we don't have certain things here, it's considered like there's something wrong. Like something is not working the way that it needs to. But once you realize that like, oh, this is how it works here, it's normally an easy adjustment of like, okay, I just have to align to the energy here and I'll be fine. And it worked itself out. There were like a lot of storms and things like that. So exactly, the US throws away good food. Yes, goddess mode, please. Like, please. The amount of food that I see thrown away every day literally stresses me out. Okay, so we understand the purpose of today's conversation, which makes me very happy. So I want to jump into the meditation for today. Okay. Uh, yes, we could do that. We're gonna be doing breath work to honor the air that we breathe. Okay, and how magical it is. So this is called Breathwork Bliss, finding abundance in every breath. I'm very excited to be doing this with you all. I encourage you to go ahead and get comfortable while I set up my microphone. And I take another sip of this tea because it is just melting right now. Beautiful. Okay. I'm so excited. Okay. Breathwork bliss, finding abundance in every breath. Let's begin this breathwork meditation by finding a comfortable position. Whether you're sitting, standing, you can be inside or outside. Give yourself a moment to settle into your surroundings, allowing yourself to feel grounded and present in the moment. And let's connect to our breath. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each inhale and exhale. And on each inhale, breathing in through the nose, filling up the body with fresh air. And when you get to the top, I want you to hold it for a second. And then slow exhale, release, letting go, softening the body. Then we'll take another inhale, breathing in through the nose, filling up the body with fresh air. And when we get to the top of our breath, we're going to hold it. And slow exhale, release through the mouth this time, softening into the body. Deep inhale, breathing in through the nose, filling up the body with the air. Get to the top of your breath and hold it. Slow exhale, release. softening a bit more. Continue to use that pattern of breathing as we dive deeper into this meditation. As we take deep breaths, we allow ourselves to fully experience the sensation of the air moving in and out of the body, which is something we don't often focus on. As you continue to breathe deeply, bring your attention to the air around you. Feel the subtle movement of the breeze against your skin, the fresh air filling your lungs, the coolness of the air coming into the nostrils. Give yourself a moment to appreciate the magnificence of this life-giving force that surrounds you and sustains you. With each breath, allow yourself to feel a sense of gratitude for the air that you breathe. Feel the joy and appreciation welling up inside of you, knowing that this precious gift sustains your life in every single moment. And we're going to take some deep inhales and exhales together as a collective, just to focus on the feeling of the air moving inside our bodies. Deep inhale in, breathing in through the nose, feeling the expansion of your lungs as you inhale, holding at the top, and then the release of tension as you exhale. Breathing in through the nose, filling up the body with fresh air. Hold, and exhale through the mouth, softening again into the body. Deep inhale in, breathing in, noticing how the body processes air, pulling it into itself, filling up the body, how it's able to hold the air and then release it. With each breath, allow yourself to sink deeper into a state of gratitude and appreciation for the magical air that sustains you. As you continue to breathe, repeat the magic words silently to yourself. Thank you for the magical air that I breathe. Thank you for the magical air that I breathe. Thank you for the magical air that I get to breathe. Feel the power of these words as they resonate within you, filling you with a profound sense of gratitude for the precious gift of life. Invite a deep inhale in, filling and expanding the lower belly with as much air as you can, letting that air rise up into the heart space. Open mouth, exhale, release, let go. And as soon as you're done exhaling, take a deep inhale in, breathing into the lower belly, expanding that air to the back, filling up the heart space. And exhale, release, letting go, softening. Deep inhale, breathing in, expanding to the lower back, taking a second breath into the heart space. And exhale, release, softening. Savor each moment, each inhale, each exhale, as you connect with the magnificence of the air around you. With each breath, allow yourself to feel more deeply grateful for the real gifts in life, for the abundance that surrounds you in every moment. Inviting in that magical prayer again of thank you. Thank you for the magical air that I breathe. Thank you for the magical air that I get to breathe, I get to experience. Breath is such a powerful force in life. It is what connects us. It's what allows our body to live, to be a living divine being. To be a living divine being in this world. Our breath has the power to help us regulate in the midst of chaos and invite in the sensation of feeling calm. Our breath is wise and it's a guide. Breathing is such a wonderful thing that we get to do on our own. Give yourself this time to cherish this sacred act of keeping yourself alive by simply breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Our breath allows us to practice the art of giving and receiving. We get to experience just how effortless it is to receive as we breathe in and to give as we exhale. Both acts are simple. They are as simple as breathing in and out. Our breath is symbolic of the power and the sustainability of simplicity, of the mundane. And when we give ourselves a moment to witness its beauty, it can really impact us for the better. Deep breath in, breathing in. Slow exhale, release, letting go. Deep breath in, breathing in. Slow exhale, release, letting go. Deep breath, breathing in. Slow exhale, release, letting go. Deep breath, breathing in. Slow exhale, release, letting go. Reflect on the overwhelming sense of gratitude that fills your heart. Allow yourself to bask in the joy of this moment, knowing that the more grateful you become for the precious gifts of life and nature, the more abundance will flow in your life. Take this practice of slowing down to acknowledge the beauty and the brilliancy of breathing throughout your day, allowing yourself to pause and appreciate the magical air that you get to breathe whenever you can. And remember, as you cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the air that sustains you, you become a true alchemist, effortlessly turning every part of your life into gold. One more collective inhale, and then this time we're going to breathe for all of the people all over the world that may not have access to fresh air right now. Honor them in their experience by taking a deep breath in and a slow exhale release, saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And when you feel ready, you can come back to the present space, opening up your eyes or refocusing your gaze. And thank you for meditating with me today. Give you all a moment to recalibrate. Okay. Oh, journal with my purple pen. I love this for you, Priscilla. We're happy you're here too. Austin, that's a nice one. I'm so happy you enjoyed yourself. Ginger, I'm so very grateful for fresh air and amazing well water. Yes, same, same. That meditation made me think about what's happening in Gaza and in the Sudan and Congo, and how we take for granted the fact that we get a moment of peace to breathe and to reconnect, and how we can simply honor that we get to do this. This is not an obligation, it's not a force. It is something that we get to do. We get to be grateful. We get to have experiences like this. We get to have running water. We get to have a place to lay our heads. We get to have moments of silence. We get to have the mundane, and there are places in the world where the mundane is not accessible right now. So I really hope that today's session, the meditation, and the upcoming EFT will help you to remember just how extremely blessed you are. Because we are really blessed. Golnar, you're so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Goddess Mo. Yes, beautiful. Yeah, I'm very grateful for the air that I breathe. I'm going to go over EFT while you all are getting settled in from the meditation. Okay, for those of us that are joining for the first time and you haven't done tapping before, this is going to help you to better understand what we're doing. Okay, so EFT is called Emotional Freedom Technique or Techniques, and it is an art form. It is also a healing modality that is super ancient, and it is the act of tapping on acupressure points on the body. And as we do so, we are communicating to the body in a language in which it understands, and this allows us to strengthen the mind-body connection, because the mind lives in the body and the body lives in the mind. And sometimes we cut off that connection, and EFT helps us to reconnect. So when we're tapping in the brain, what happens is that we rewire neural pathways that no longer serve us. There we go. Neural pathways that no longer serve us. And that helps us to then create new habits, new beliefs, new perspectives that help us live in alignment with our purpose in life. And it also allows us to communicate to the subconscious mind of like, hey, these things that I'm tapping on, I either want to remove or I want to increase in my life. It's a very effective way to do so. And then in the body, when we're tapping, we are freeing any stagnant energy by reconnecting our pathways, clearing out any stagnant energy that's on the pathway by tapping. And then we also get to release any emotions that need freedom from our bodies. We trap a lot of emotions and memories in our bodies. It stores everything. So EFT allows us to give us the opportunity to release some of those emotions. And in that releasing, you might notice that you're yawning, that you're belching, that you're tearing up. You might notice that your energy increases or decreases, your temperature increases or decreases. Some people feel buzzing in their fingertips. There are different ways for your energy to be released. I just suggest and encourage that you allow it to be released however your body chooses to. Your body ultimately knows what's best. So trust in that intuition. And we're going to go over 4 ways for you to tap in, and then we'll go over the 9 tapping points, and then we'll begin the session, okay? The traditional way is just lightly tapping on the hand, right, or any of the points. And it's a light tap. You do 1 finger, 2, all the fingers, doesn't matter. For those that are a bit more sensitive, more tuned in, or you're an empath or you're a highly sensitive individual, you may not want to do tapping because it can be overwhelming. So instead, you can pulse, right, where the fingertips don't leave the body. You can rub, or you can hover. And all of these they have the same level of effectiveness. There's not one that's better than the other. It's simply about what feels best for you and what feels good for you. And then the 9 tapping points are the side of hand between the pinky knuckle bone and the wrist bone where my tattoo is. You would lightly tap, pulse, rub, or hover here. Then we have the top of the head, the crown chakra. We have the start of the brow. You would trace your brow to the side of your eye. On the ocular bone, you would tap there. Underneath the eye, on the ocular bone, you would tap there. Underneath the nose, above the top lip, you would tap here. The crease of the chin, you would tap here. And then you would feel for your collarbone, and you would tap in the flesh area underneath the collarbone. You could tap on either side, or you could connect the thumbs and do a butterfly tap. And then we have underneath the arm. So you would trace the armpit to the end of the armpit, and you would tap here, the beginning part of your ribcage on the side, or if you wear a bra, where your bra strap is. And those are the 9 tapping points. You don't need to remember them. All you have to do is watch me. I'm going to guide you through the whole thing. For those who have been tapping with me for a while, and you know the tapping sequence, and you would like to close your eyes in the practice, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, I'm going to just set this up and just check in on you all. Please drink water before the session and afterwards. It's very important that you do so, because when we are freeing emotions, especially if it's, you know, like moon phase is happening outside, like a major moon phase, or like the seasons are changing. We're about to enter a different solstice. For some of us, it's winter. Some of us, it's summer. This is very important because you're tapped in and tuned into these energies as well. Drinking water helps to process emotions. It helps us to find relief in emotions that might be overwhelming for us. So I encourage you to always drink water, but especially during energy practices like EFT or meditation or Reiki or yoga, breath work, any other somatic practices. Water is going to help you. If you notice that you're doing a lot of work and you find that you're a little bitter or that your emotions feel very unregulated, you're probably dehydrated. Like 9 times out of 10, you haven't drank enough water. So I would start there and then build up from there, okay? Thank you, Golnar. I'm very grateful for the fresh air. I left Georgia last year and moved to North Carolina. My allergies didn't bother me this spring. Air must be cleaner. I love this for you, Michelle. That's amazing. That's great. That is wonderful. Okay, let me know if you all are ready to tap in. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here so I can better see the practice. Hello. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Oh, hold on 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Much better. Now you guys can finally see me. Love this. Oh, okay, perfect. Let's begin. Okay. Okay. EFT, gratitude for the magical air we breathe. We're going to start in the side of hand. And remember, you can lightly tap, pulse, rub, or hover. And let's begin. Even though I may take the air I breathe for granted, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And breathe. Deep inhale, exhale. And repeat. Sometimes, honestly, maybe most times, I take the air I breathe for granted. We can go to the top of the head and tap here. I'm realizing now that I take the air I breathe for granted. And I don't know how I feel about that. Brow. It's always there, but I rarely acknowledge it. Side of the eye. Yet without it, I wouldn't last more than a few minutes. It's really important. It's necessary. Then we're going to go under eye. It's the most precious gift of life. Something so valuable. Something that is life-bringing. And I just take it for granted. Underneath the nose. I forget to be grateful for it. That feels jarring to realize that. Focusing on so many other things that I don't have. And forgetting this really big thing that I do have. Chin. I now choose to release this oversight. I'm ready to realign, to recalibrate, and to witness the fullness of this miracle. Collarbone. I choose to cultivate deep gratitude, unwavering gratitude for the air I breathe. Underneath the arm, I deeply appreciate the magical air that sustains my life. And then we're going to tap on the side of the hand. And even though I've taken it for granted, I am choosing to acknowledge its magnificence. I'm so grateful. Top of the head. I will express gratitude for the magical air I breathe. It is so wonderful that I get to do this. Brow. Without it, life as I know wouldn't exist. Alexa, stop. Thank you. Life as I know wouldn't exist. Side of the eye. Every breath I take is a gift. It is a present in the present moment. Under the eye. And I choose to honor my breath with gratitude. Under the nose. I choose to feel the joy of breathing and breathing in magical air. Chin. I choose to express my gratitude for my breath openly and sincerely. Collarbone. Thank you for the magical air that sustains me. As I take this deep inhale in and a slow exhale out, I feel myself overflowing with gratitude for such a simple, consistent act. Under the arm, I am deeply grateful for the gift of life giving air. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you to bring your hands into your lap, palms facing up to the sky. I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And invite a deep inhale in, breathing into the body, filling up the body with fresh air. And exhaling slowly, softening the shoulders, relaxing the face. Deep inhale, breathing in. Slow exhale, release. Deep inhale, breathing in. Slow exhale, release. Notice how you feel after completing these rounds of tapping. Notice how you can feel the coolness of the air in your nostrils as you take that next inhale in. And how good it feels when you let go and exhale. How centered you've become in this simple yet effective practice. Allow yourself to remain open to the profound sense of gratitude for the air that sustains you. Trust in the power of this practice to deepen your appreciation for the precious gifts of life and nature. There is beauty in simplicity. There is beauty in the mundane. Thank you for taking the time out to tap in and honor it. Okay. We did it. I'm so excited. Hi, Summer Star. Yes, we did start. Hello, hello. How are you? Beautiful. Please let me know how you're feeling. Please drink water. Drink water, okay? And I'm gonna let you know, like, tomorrow will be day 24. I will update the insight timer. And it's on the magic wand. So I'm very excited. It's gonna be so much fun. It's going to allow us to focus in on our community again and tap into our magical essence, our fairy energy. So it'll be a good time. And I'll also be talking about Florence Global Shin too. So that felt super refreshing. I love this. Yay! I love this topic. I feel so grateful that I live in such a beautiful, magical place. Ginger agreed. I agree. Life is really beautiful. Stacy, such a calming and peaceful practice. Thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate that. Um, as Alexa was going to remind us, this is a donation-based practice, so if you're able to donate, I deeply appreciate it. You could donate here on the platform, or you could donate off the platform. I leave alternative ways to donate in every email. And what I would really appreciate too is if you take the time out to fill out the survey that is in the link in my teacher bio. If you go to my teacher's page on Insight Timer, go to the About section and scroll down, you'll see that there's a link. If you can click that link and fill out that survey for me, it would mean the world. Thank you so much. Just want to put that out there again. A nice little reminder. Okay? That was so relaxing. Thank you. I feel calm, centered, and ready for my day. I love this. So calming and grounding. Thank you. You're so welcome, Goddess Mo. I was wondering if Alexa ever talks during meditations. Honestly, she's been fantastic for like since we started doing this 2 weeks ago. She's been amazing. This is the first time where I was just like, Alexa, no. I'll go listen to you on YouTube since I missed it. I will have a second session today at 11 a.m. I will be having a second session today. Yes. Or your podcast. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. For anybody that wants to check out the podcast, the new episodes will be happening this summer. I'm very excited. Missed you yesterday. Yes. I sent out an email. I had a lot of technical issues that I had to resolve, and it took the entire day. But they're handled. So I'm very happy. Okay. I'm so excited, Vita, as a person diagnosed with asthma. My niece has asthma. I am aware of the experience of not being able to breathe. This was a great reminder for me to acknowledge the air that I breathe. So important. Mil gracias, Lotus. You're so welcome, Vita. Funam, thank you, Lotus. Got to go. Now bedtime here. Have a beautiful rest. Ginger, grateful for tech support, right? I worked on it, Ginger. I worked on it. I did. I have to remind myself that this is a problem that can be solved. My perfectionist definitely kind of popped out, just like, this is stressing me out. But yes, I am very grateful that they were able to get my tech together. Yes. I would love to check out your podcast. Yes, it is called Lotus Like. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. It's on all platforms. You should be able to find it on any major platform. Apple, Google, Spotify. Yeah, it should be everywhere. Um, if it's not, let me know because it definitely should be everywhere. But yes, what is CPR method? I just came on. Thanks. Hi, Linda. I would say please sign up for the email list. Send me your email, Linda, via direct message, and I can put you on to it, and you'd be able to get access to the CPR method and the ebook that comes with it. It's a daily method to help you tap into feeling more aligned to your creativity, to gratitude, and to movement in your life. It's really easy, and I have an entire free ebook that I give out that breaks it down a little bit more. Okay, I'm wondering too, Courtney, Amazon Music, and where can we find it? Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Summerside. I appreciate it. If you type in Lotus Like, you should be able to find it on any platform. Um, Maybe the easiest way is to go like to Google or Chrome and type in Lotus Like, and it's the first thing that comes up. You'll see it, and it'll let you know which platforms it's available on. But it should be available on all of them. Thank you for doing this survey, Summer Star. Thank you. It's so important. It's so important. Information is very crucial. It's how I know what to do next. So please take the time out to do that. If you're not on the email list and you'd like to be in the email list, send me your email via direct message and I will add it manually so you can get the upcoming emails. All of my emails have any links to books, to resources, anything that I talk about in the lives that I'm not able to put in the comment or talk in depth on. I send you links and resources every week so that you can tap in and continue your studying in the group and outside the group. It's very important to me. Amy, hi. I'm going to work on being grateful for my breath today as much as I can. Yes, and let me know how it goes. I want to do the same thing, Amy, okay? Because breathing is huge and so crucial. I complete the survey Monday. Goddess Monk, thank you. Eastern time is 1 hour ahead of Texas, right? I am terrible with time zones. Terrible with time zones. And I'm really grateful that for those that live in different time zones, you guys just tell me what time you want me to come on to teach you. It means so much because my brain, for whatever reason, cannot compute. And I have friends in different time zones, and I'm just like, do I contact them now? Like, is it time to? So I genuinely don't know. But maybe someone can answer. Ginger, thank you. Not on Pandora. Okay, I will look into that and see why it's not on Pandora. That's actually pretty weird. But it definitely is on Spotify and it definitely is on Apple, and they should both be free. This is not a paid podcast um, or like a private subscription podcast. Let's see. I will check in and see why that is. But essentially, all the major podcast platforms. So I'm wondering, is Pandora known for podcasts? Did they just add that feature? Because I know they're more known for like music, right? Oh, they just added the feature. Okay, I see it. It's good for me to know. I'm gonna have to see what to do about that. Me at time zones too. Instead of miss one of your shows, we had it wrong. Someone starts. Okay, we're in this together. Okay, we're in this together. It is okay. It is okay. But yes, we are done for today. I'm so proud of us. Yay to the magical air that we breathe. If you want to join in for a second session, I'll be doing it at 11:11 Eastern Standard Time today. If not, I will see you tomorrow, 7:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to do day 24. And in between, I'll be updating the RSVP. So if you notice that the day looks different, it's literally because I'm just updating it so that we can add on. Okay? I thank you so much for being with me. Please fill out the survey. If you're able to donate, please donate. And I will see you all tomorrow. Please have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Today is Jupiter Day, so it's a good day for luck and abundance and like prosperity work. So if you guys want to like lean into that today, I'd say go for it. Add some cinnamon to your favorite drink and call in your abundance for fun. Okay? Yes. You're so welcome, Priscilla. Thank you, Dahlia. See you tomorrow. Bye, Courtney. Thank you. Love the survey. You gave so many options. That was the plan to see what you guys really wanted. I don't want to limit the experience. Enjoy your birthday, Courtney. Yes, please do. Loving kindness to all. Thank you, Vita. It's up, Summer Star. As always, with gratitude to all. Brandy, thank you. Thank you for being here with me, Brandy. Blessings and abundance to all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Aura.